Hi buddies, hope you're doing fine. In this series, we are going to talk about the important questions from the modern age. If you are ready, let's get started. 201 onwards. Robert Bates' Man As He is a Gothic novel. Which novel is a story of pirates and their search for buried gold? Treasure Island. Falkland is a character in Caleb Williams. Who is the brave young narrator in the novel Treasure Island? Jim Hawkins. Gil's Lytton Strachey's best work is Eminent Victorians. T. Lawrence wrote about the Arab struggle objectively in The Seven Pillars of Wisdom. Who translated Odyssey into English? T. Lawrence. Who was followed by two books for children? Hilary Belloc. Hilary Belloc's famous works are The Bad Child's Book of Beast and More Beast for Worse Children. Hilary's mentionable satirical novel is Mr. Chatterbuck's Election and a Change in the Cabinet. Gilbert Keith Chesterton's very famous works are Chesterton's detective novels featuring Father Brown. Alfred George Gardiner was an editor of the daily newspaper for 7 years. George Bernard Shaw's The First Play, Widower's House, was started in 1885 and completed in 1892. Bernard Shaw's last play is Back to Methuselah. Shaw's Arms and the Man addressed itself to the meaningless killing in the name of war. In Shaw's, which work is a satire on political systems? The Apple Cart. In which play Shaw proved his dramatic techniques? Caesar and Cleopatra. T.S. Eliot's first poetic play is Murder in the Cathedral. John Galsworthy was a lawyer. John Millington Synge's first play is The Shadow of the Glen. The Shadow of a Gunman play deals with bloodiness and violence of Anglo-Irish War of 1920. Juno and the Peacock is O. Cassie's second play. O. Cassie's best chronicle play is The Plough and the Stars. J.M. Barrie's best play is The Admirable Crichton. Christopher Fry's most famous play is The Lady is Not for Burning. The Sleep of Prisoners explained about the dream of 4 prisoners in a German cathedral. Bennett's best novel, The Old Wives' Tale, is about 2 sisters. How many techniques are used in Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness? 2 techniques. William Somerset Maugham's earlier novel is Liza of Lambeth and Mrs. Cradock. How many novels were written by E.M. Forster? 5 novels. In which year D.H. Lawrence published The Rainbow? 1915. Huxley's first novel is Chrome Yellow. Huxley's satirical novel is Time Must Have a Stop. Joyce's first novel is Dubliners. Joyce's major work is Ulysses. In which novel Virginia used symbols? The Waves. George Orwell's real name was Eric Blair. George Orwell's first autobiographical work is Down and Out in Paris and London, published in the year 1933. George Orwell's first novel is Burmese Days. Orwell's Animal Farm was published on 1945. Orwell's Animal Farm is an anti-utopian novel. P.G. Wodehouse famous novels are Love Among the Children, The Inimitable Jeeves. Kingsley Ames' first novel is Lucky Jim. Ames' most serious novel is The Anti-Death League. John Bryan's first novel is Room at the Top shows a low-class man. William Golding's important novels are Free Fall, The Spire and The Pyramid. T.S. Eliot's first volume of poems appeared in the year 1917, that is Plutarch and Other Observation. Who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1948? T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot's Ash Wednesday has 6 parts. Who referred to T.S. Eliot's style as poetic shorthand? I.A. Richards. A great essayist and journalist is known as Alpha of the Plough. A.G. Gardiner. Who is the author of Old Lambs for the New? Hilary Belloc. Who among the writers made remarkable contribution to the art of biography writing? Lytton Strachey. An assistant editor of Punch was a celebrated biographer of Charles Lamb, E.V. Lucas. Marlowe is a character in Joseph Conrad's Lord Jim, who pioneered the science fiction in 20th century. H.G. Wells. What is H.G. Wells' major contribution to fiction? International Outlook. Oral Somers is a character in D.H. Lawrence's Kangaroo. Paul Morrell appears in D.H. Lawrence's Sons and Lovers. Stephen Dedalus, a projection of James Joyce himself, appears in A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. The characters of Leopold and Mrs. Bloom appear in James Joyce's Ulysses. Miriam Henderson is a character in Dorothy Richards' The Painted Roof. Falder is a character in Galsworthy's Justice. Sir Ralph Bloomfield Bonington is a character in G.B. Shaw's The Doctor's Dilemma. The problem play is also known as the drama of ideas. The dramatist who does not introduce any villain in his plays is G.B. Shaw. G.B. Shaw started writing dramatic criticism for the Saturday Review. Alan J. Lerner rendered a musical version of G.B. Shaw's Pygmalion. Who wrote The Ideal of a Christian Church? William George Ward. W.B. Yeats endeavored to revive the poetic drama at the Abbey Theatre. Who among the dramatists firmly established the conventions and traditions of the poetic drama? T.S. Eliot. T.S. Eliot's profound theory of poetic drama is rhetoric and poetic drama. Edward Chamberlain, a lawyer, is a character in T.S. Eliot's The Cocktail Party. William Somerset Maugham, Mrs. Dot is a play. British Drama League was founded in the year 1919. In Tristram Shandy, the hero is born in the third book. Don Quixote basically presents the contrasting glory and misery of mankind. In writing Tristram Shandy, Sterne was mainly influenced by Cervantes. Tristram Shandy is primarily a sentimental novel. Raymond Williams is primarily a critic. After Queen Victoria's death, Edward II ascended to the throne of England in the year 1901. Modern age is called the age of anxiety and interrogation. Robert Bridges was appointed Poet Laureate in the year 1913. Who wrote The Testament of Beauty in 1929? Robert Bridges. The Georgian Poetry, a work of 12 different writers, appeared in the year 1911 to 12, which is the first work of Thomas Hardy, Far from the Madding Crowd. Hardy's Under the Greenwood Tree derived its title from Chaucer. Hardy's Far from Madding Crowd derived its title from Othello. Hardy's masterpiece is The Well-Beloved, issued in the year 1892. It was reissued in the year 1898. Which novel has its subtitle A Poor Woman? Jude the Obscure. Hardy's famous character Michael Henchard finds expression in The Return of the Native. After which novel Hardy left fiction writing? A Laodicean. Which has the finest expression of Hardy's philosophy? Time's Laughing. Hardy's Wessex Poems was published in the year 1896. Henry James, What Maisie Knew, deals with the study of a soldier's mind. James wrote for his students Notes of a Son and Brother. Who wrote the Notebooks of Henry James? Samuel Butler. What is the real name of Joseph Conrad? Joseph Conrad. Which novel of Joseph Conrad is based on his experiences of Malaya? Youth, a narrative, and two other stories. Conrad's Nostromo, a tale of the seaboard, portrays the scenes of Japan. Conrad's The Mirror of the Sea, Memoirs and Impressions was a series of plays. That's all about this video. If you need more like this, do comment. Thank you so much for watching this video till end. If you're having any suggestion, let me know in the comment section. We'll see you in next video. Tada, bye bye.